welcome back to the Fall in Love with You challenge. We are working on 10 love songs all together as a community, and today our song is Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder. In the past tutorials we did easy, challenging. Well, today we're going to take it back down to easy. The chords in this song are easy. The strumming pattern is straightforward, but what makes this song so special is the lyrics and the melody line. So I would like to encourage you to learn the lyrics on this song because they're just beautiful. Today's focus will be on how to move to chords strategically and quickly like a professional. If you have a GCEA ukulele, stay here. And if you have a baritone ukulele, skip to the time on the screen because that will be focused for you. I grew up playing in marching band and concert band, and the band director taught all of the instruments in the same classroom. So I figured we could do 2 ukuleles in the same video. Okay, so our first chord is D minor 7. The best way to get to D minor 7 is to make a house for a mouse, meaning keep the hand curved. You don't want to squish your mouse. You want to make your house for a mouse. Use the thumb on the back as leverage. And when you try to go to D minor 7, always land the D minor first and then add the pinky later. So if you're strumming, land the D minor first, then add the pinky. And even if it comes in late, I think it adds a nice musical touch. So let's do 4 D minor 7s. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave the index finger there and rotate the hand like a door all the way to the top and go to G7. 4 of them, ready, go. Freeze. Now have the index finger move 1 string and lift. That's C7. Let's try those 3 chords, 4 beats on each. 1, 2, ready, go. Index finger there, stick. Move to C7. Freeze. When you're playing C7, make sure that the middle finger is hovering over so that when you go to F, it's a really smooth transition. Look over here real quick. So I'm at C7 and look, F. Look, C7 and then F. It's so smooth. Your hand should not be over here and your hand should not be carrying the uke. The uke should rest on your index finger or on your leg or both. So we're adding F and then we're going back to D minor 7, but D minor 7 is partially an F chord. Look, I'm only adding notes to it. My index and my middle finger don't need to move anywhere else. So they're already there, ready for D minor 7. So let's try F for 4 beats and D minor 7 for 4. 1, 2, ready, go. D minor 7. If you're struggling a lot with D minor 7, a D minor works. That's totally okay. From the D minor or D minor 7, we go to G7. So the index finger needs to stay there. So we're doing exactly what we did right before in the beginning of the song. And then what happens next? C7. We already know this. And then resolve to F. This is all stuff we've done already. So it just happens 2 times. So let's do that pattern both times. D minor or D minor 7, 1, 2, 4 beats on each. G7, C7, F. Repeat the cycle. D minor 7, G7, C7, resolve to F. If all of this chord switching is really confusing, then do 1 strum each chord. 2, 3, 4, 2, like that. Okay, so let's try it that way if you need it. If you can add more strums, go right ahead. Let's do it. 1, 2, first 2 lines, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, C7, 2, F chord. Repeat it, D minor 7, G7, C7, F. Very nice. Now the only part of the song that is different is we have a B flat major 7, which is really fancy way of saying a staircase. So if we're just doing a staircase. And A7, you have two different ways I can suggest to get there. Either lift all the fingers and just land the index, or look at this way, you slide up one fret and remove the ring. So from B flat major 7, you slide up and strum. A7. So find the way that feels right for your hand. So let's do those two chords. 1, 2, ready, go. A7. Before the B flat major 7, we had an F chord, so let's play the F chord leading into that phrase. Here we go. 1, 2, 4 beats each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. And then the last part of the song is exactly the beginning and the second line. That D minor 7 to G7, C7, and finishing on F. We've done that already. So we only have those two new chords in the middle that are different. Now I'm going to teach the baritone players what they need to do with their chords. So jump to this time on the screen so we can do kind of like a little play along. Alrighty, bari players. So we're going to focus on how to move to chords with as little energy as possible, because I'm all about being efficient here. Let me center myself on the screen. Okay, so D minor 7 for us is a bar, and we add this. Please memorize this chord shape because we're going to go from an F to a D minor 7, and that is super easy to do. Okay, so give me 4 beats on this one. I didn't even count you in, I'm sorry. 1, 2, ready, go. Freeze. And the index finger should stay where it's at, but just slide it so that it's only holding one string. 4 beats, ready, go. Now look over here real quick, look up. I'm going to roll my way to a C and then add the 7th. So as you're strumming, if you land the C first and then add the 7th, that's totally okay. Actually, some musicians do that for a musical effect. So when you have had G7, 2, 3, 4, and you switch to C7, it's okay to be a little late with that finger. So let's do those 3 chords together, starting on D minor 7. Get ready. Make sure that you have the thumb on the back to give you that added pressure so you can squeeze this little bar here. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, freeze. Right where you're at, I want you to lay that index finger down and then switch these 2 fingers from where they're at, a string, and that gets you to F. So let's practice that switch from C7. Lay the index finger down, bring the middle down 1 string and the ring up 1 string. Try that again, just the switch from C7 to F and C7 to F. Do that a few times. Pause the video if you need to, but we're just doing C7 to F. So let's glue that together. D minor 7, G7, C7, F. If you can do this, you can do 75% of the song. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, switch. Roll to C7. F chord. Freeze. To go back to D minor 7, you just need to lift the ring finger, and that's the chord we have next. Okay? So now let's do that whole sequence twice, because that's exactly how it happens on the song. Here we go. Even if you're messing up the chords, I want you to keep this hand strumming like a little clock. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, G7. 1, 2, 3, C7. 1, 2, 3, F chord. Lift the ring finger now. G7 now. C7 now. And then go F. If you're you're struggling with that C7, by the way, a C works just fine. It's just the C7 makes it a little jazzier. The song basically has 4 lines, and the first 2 play those 4 chords, and the last line plays those 4 chords. So we only need to learn this middle part, and there are only 2 chords in that middle part. So let me show you a trick for getting there. We have just been on F, and we need to go to B flat major 7, which sounds intimidating, but look, look, look. All you need to do is this. So to go from F to B flat major 7. You could move the index finger to just hold 1 string if you wanted to, but you could just stay on the F shape and add that one. So I would like for you to study this real quick, like look at the difference, really memorize that difference, and then come back to the video. So pause real quick and study that switch from F to B flat major 7, F, B flat major 7, okay? Alrighty, so we have B flat major 7 for 4 beats. 1, 2, 4 beats, go. 2, 3, 4, freeze. For A7, you can just slide up and let your ring and pinky play A7. Or if you want to do just the more dominant fingers, you can just do index and middle. Make sure that they're all the way to the top and that the hand is curved. I like to call this the house for the mouse. Like when you keep your hand curved, you have a house for a mouse. So it doesn't matter which way you get there, as long as your hand feels natural doing it. So we've had B flat major, then A7. Let's try those 2, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the song ends on the 4 chords we've already practiced over and over again. Okay, it doesn't matter which ukulele you're on, we're gonna do a play along and we will sound good together because we're playing the same names of the chords. Hold D minor 7 chord, please be ready because we are only going to hear an isn't she? And we start strumming on lovely. Isn't she lovely? Okay, and you can do 1 strum, that's fine too. Get ready. Let me do it on GCEA ukulele for those people. You can do 1 down strum, or you can do several. When I'm doing 4 down strums, I like to do an up after the 4th one. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. I think it just adds a nice touch when I'm switching to the next chord to kind of play the open string position. I don't know, it's a personal thing. If you like it, steal it. Strumming, I really like to do an island strum on this one. So down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she beautiful? I just like how that fits. But what I do is on the first time through the song, I just do an island strum. And then the second time I add a chuck. So it's down, chuck, up, up, chuck, up, down, chuck, up, chuck, up. And to chuck, what I'm doing is on the second down strum, I am rotating the hand and muting with the thumb. Down, chuck. So it's a rotate and a mute at the same time. And the chuck isn't supposed to sound perfect. I think that's kind of what makes it kind of grungy, dirty, and cool, is that it's not a super clean sound. So don't strive for the perfect chuck. Just strive to stay on the beat. So it'll be down, chuck, up, chuck, up, down, chuck, up, chuck, up. And if you would like a focused chuck tutorial, I will make sure and link it on the card here. So if you're ready, let's try a play along. If you're not ready to do strumming, just continue with the down strums and focus on memorizing the chords. Be ready, because we're only getting a isn't she, and we start strumming. This song is gonna be stuck in our heads for the next few days. I know it, but you know what? I don't care. It's such a pretty song. I want it stuck in my head. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara!